Hey everyone, it's Marie from Intuitive Healing in Katikati, Bay of Plenty, New Zealand. I was just going for my beautiful walk this morning, and what dropped in was just a shift in belief, a shift in the mind, an awareness from my friend Yeshua. And it was, what if all of this that is happening right now in our reality is actually working for us, and not in an esoteric notion or idea, but in actual factual reality. And the expansion came to share more, and it was that we have actually had a seamless transition. Doesn't look very seamless, but a lot of the things that were on a darker agenda from those that had control over this world, the playbook of all of those things has been taken over, and the energy and the power has been taken out. And so the harvesting of our fear energy and our own destructive self-management with coping strategies like fighting and projecting and separating from each other and divide and conquer, and even more loss of faith and loss of hope and all those sort of dark, despairing, heavy energies and outcomes that those desired events, like weather events that were amped up, or global events or political events or community events, things that have been activated and amped up in propaganda outlets, the news, the media, etc., have now been taken over, and so that the event may still provoke a lot of those that need to have the fear woken up in them, but also when you unplug an emotion, you create an opening for the opposite of that to be coming up and out as well. So as a lot of the activation is triggering people and making them feel more afraid and more powerless and more reliant on state and things like that, that at the same time the whoosh of energy from the soul gets released, because now there's an opening and the suppression of your mind has been taken off, and through the triggering, through the activation, out comes your soul aspect, and the soul guidance is then helping you with your body's intuition, and the soul and the body become quite a strong, accelerated team. They sort of learn how to apply the light side of you, which is not just buying into propaganda and being completely feeling helpless, but actually going, okay, I need to, my human needs to know how to handle this with my soul and my body's guidance. And that is to expand into the community, offer help or allow yourself to ask for help. And so out of adversity and out of some of these events, it always backfires now. And actually, maybe that is the true plan of some of these events, is to still have a little bit of triggering in the playbook of what the darker forces had sort of envisioned for us, but that it's working with us, it's working for us, it's working to bring the light out in us. And so the image that I got and the words that I got were as this matrix of control is collapsing, and it's trying to grab your hook into the being connected to it by these like rescuing missions, the army coming out and and the government helping out, and it will try to keep you attached to it as a savior. But the opposite of that is that a lot of people are choosing not to do that and choosing to find community again, and you know get networking, and out of like push comes to shove, find that you're talking to your neighbors and that you're talking to the friends down the street and in your local community of like-minded people that care about community. And so isn't that wonderful? And so if you can see that happening and you can feel that happening, really acknowledge that that is what these events are doing. They're pushing out the greater parts of humanity as well up to the surface and being visibly seen by your actions. And so this is how we transform and take the power out of these events. Well, it's already gone out of these events. And so if you see these events, you don't need to give them all your power. You just need to know that you have your human reaction of fear, worry, concern, shock, anger, whatever else it brings up in you. Have that human reaction and then absolutely allow it. You're allowed to have it. And then as you allow it and be calm with it and don't fight it, then out comes the other side of you, the sort of the power of light that comes out of you that is now allowed to direct you because you're listening. You've created space, and a lot of these times when we have to withdraw and be made to withdraw from society and lock down and shut down, we create the space in our mind to get really into our body and discern our truth and feel our soul. And so we're strengthening our muscle memory of our integrated body, mind, and soul. And so what's happening is we're just weeding out the thoughts and the beliefs of the mind that are our programming that were given to us through our life's experience, and also to discern what is infiltrated thoughts, infiltrated frequencies, infiltrated beliefs, and basically just rebuke and throw them out. That all that's coming up, that all that's been triggered is allowed to be experienced, felt, and then quickly just surrendered up to your creator, so that you've had that experience and now the light part of you can direct your actions from moving forward with this experience. And that's happening all over the world. It's kicking in the light inside you, the intuition inside you, the soul inside of you, and the higher mind parts of you. They're all being activated by this light codes and by this frequency lifting and shifting as we move back into our hearts. And it starts with directing that heart towards us. And then you have space and power and energy to direct that outside of yourself. And this balance of giving and receiving from community and from other people like yourself, rather than from government and from news and from whoever we think is there to really help us when they're not really helping us. So it's time that we're helping ourselves. So all these events are helping us help ourselves and help each other and get more community minded and building the new earth networks. Okay, this is why these events are happening, because it's forcing us to establish networks that were not there before because we were in our comfort zone. So pushing outside the comfort zone is a beautiful way to bring evolution, and that you need to think of your resources and gather your resources and gather the wisdom keepers and the people that with more skills than you, and share the skills, and and ego's dropping away, and just everybody's allowed to rise up into their part that's for the greatest good. So have fun building your networks. put your prayer out for only the highest and best people that are your frequency, that are your resonance, that you can work with to build this network in your local community and your greater communities that you can trust, that you can call on, that you can build deeper friendships and build this new earth, more unconditionally loving community, and that will ripple out. But you put out the prayer and you call in your people, and you call in all that you need, and you ask for what you need. You need clean water, you need safe home, you need bountiful food, healthy food. We've got to ask, and it will start to come through our magnetism, through our belief, through our change of belief, from the lack, from the fear, from the program and the agenda that they wanted you to buy into. So strengthen what you do want, and you become the creator. We network together, we create together. Like, we literally start magnetizing better outcomes, better, all that we need in this heaven on earth. Good luck with that. Keep opening wider your heart to receive and speak out loud to your creator what you require, what you want from this life, what you want from your relationships, for healing within the family dynamics, and or permission to let people go if that is feeling actually more in alignment. And that the highest and best prayer is that we will know and move forward with ease and with conviction of our gut instinct and our soul guidance. Okay. Well done, everyone, for diluting the power of that current weather pattern. And if you had experienced it very, very strongly, there will be gold in those wisdoms of those experiences within your community that grew the community. And if you're struggling, ask for help of the creator and of the body of humanity, and open wide to receive. Lots of love.